Otherwise, it might be just When did I ever do that?
You did it.
No, I remember in a previous life, and no, but there is a fantastic cafe that there. There is a good cafe. I don't know if people want to see it.
I understand if you talk to me, I've made like a big mistake, but don't draw me out when it's on you. You know what I mean?
say, next one. Live on since Christmas. It's clever, isn't it? Guaranteed, yeah.
He might have been around the age of my sister then.
It's
You could read around 30 years ago and say,
Stir fry vegetables.
No, I was going to say, have you seen it in the States?
I'll find it and show you.
nothing to do with the rest whatsoever.
There's all to do with.
Okay. I think first week of April. First week or second week of April.
Now, if I said to you you're in the canteen as well, where's everyone?
Ja?
The softest boot, they like the softest fucking. And then
Yeah.